The Arsenal fans, of course, this week he was critical. He said that the amount of pressure he's been under, the way that he's been treated, it's not been right. But he is now the man who has been more successful in this competition than any other manager in the history of the game. I wonder where this leaves him in his future.
There's been still more questions. I think this poses more questions. The question mainly from myself and many others was, can he galvanise a performance like this out of a team? Yes, he can today, but for a manager, you've got to be able to do that on a regular basis, a consistent basis to be title challengers, and that's the bigger question.
The other question is the FA Cup enough for these supporters? You know what supporters are like, they want more than just the FA Cup nowadays. He's obviously got a fantastic record in this competition, and you know, you can only tip your hat for him for today, but if you look at the big picture, it hasn't been good enough in the league or the Champions League, and that's where the questions will be asked.
I think he's right as well, though, Jake, saying some of the fans have been a disgrace. Aeroplanes flying over ground saying Wenger out, must go now. You know, all the protests. That man has been through ups and downs this season, more downs, but for him to produce on the big stage at Wembley once again is credit to him and to his team.
He was brave today. That's something we have to say. That he was brave. He's the team he picked, attacking team, no sitting defensive-minded midfielder. Gambles there with the keeper, had a fantastic game. He should have done better with a goal. We'll talk about that later. But these gambles paid off today, and he has shown today that he can get a performance of high calibre at this team. But can he do it on a consistent basis? That's the question.
Well, let's have a look at the winning goal then. And this came 25 seconds of play after Chelsea had equalised. And this is the time you just got to be switched on, isn't it?
Well, you think the equaliser normally affect the team, Arsenal, but they never let it affect them. Straight away, they were on the front foot. They showed great patience, their passing style. Eventually, they get it forward, and you've got to give Aaron Ramsey credit. You know, a lot of questions were asked before the game. Should he sit in? Should he be more, should he sit in and help Xhaka in there? But he gambled and he made a great run, and it's a fantastic finish.
He's run off the back of Kante, then Kante was PFA Player of the Year. Just look at Ramsey's position there, in between the lines, very difficult to pick up. Chelsea down to 10 men. Look at Kante, Fabregas well at this point, Matic was off. Giroud's run was fantastic. The awareness of the ball, but look at Ramsey, run off Kante. I think it's Alonso didn't get across either, Stephen. What a cross and what a header once again from Ramsey.
There you go. That's the moment. He did it in 2014. He did it this year as well. Now, just in front of us, over there, Chelsea are making that rather painful walk up the steps to collect their runners-up medals. I'm not wanting to rub any salt in any wounds here, but you've been in that position, Rio. What's going through their minds right now? You just want to get on holiday, don't you?
Starters after 90 minutes, that's a long walk when you're not going up there to lift it as a winner. So, yeah, there's a lot of if, buts and maybes going through your mind. Why, questioning yourself, why have we lost? You just want to get up there, get the medal and give it to someone and get it as far away from your body as possible. Because for me, I don't know where any runners-up medals are, but they've had a great season. That's what they must take from this. They've had a fantastic season, and this is a team that looks like they're going places.
Okay, right, let's head straight to Des. He's now got Aaron Ramsey with him.
Thanks very much, Jake. Aaron, what a fantastic day for you and a fantastic day for the club. A very important way to finish the season on a high.
Of course, yeah, it was absolutely fantastic today. Our game plan was spot on. We started very well. We were aggressive, and it paid off. But fair play to Chelsea. They stuck it in, come back into the game. But then, we really then upped the pressure when they had the man sent off. So, to finish the season off like this is a fantastic way. It's been disappointing at times, but I'm happy that the fans get to celebrate something. The manager's won another trophy, and all of us players now can enjoy our rest.
You scored an FA Cup winner twice now. That's not bad.
I know, I love playing in this competition. It's been fantastic for me. Now that's my third FA Cup in 4 years. So, and I love playing in this place. I seem to score a few in here. So, yeah, it's been good to me.
Congratulations. Head up to the trophy.
Well, somehow, in just a couple of moments, Per Mertesacker has got to lead Arsenal up the steps. Are you sure his legs are going to get him up there?
He covered every blade of grass. He was on the pitch today. The ball was like a magnet to him. When it came in and around the 18-yard box, the ball fell to him. That's experience telling. We questioned whether he'd be fit enough, mentally ready enough to go for a game. He answered us emphatically.
And I wonder what that man's future holds. You've just seen Antonio Conte there collect his runners-up medal. It's been an incredible season for Chelsea and for that manager. However, this was one step too far, and as the FA Cup gets delivered to His Royal Highness the Duke of Cambridge, in a few moments' time, Arsenal will be up the steps and they will lift this season's FA Cup. They just love this competition, so let me hand you back to our commentary team, led by Ian Dark.
Thank you very much indeed, Jake. looking at Arsene Wenger there, he's done so much really in his long reign at Arsenal. 3 titles, now 7 FA Cups, Champions League final, that invincible season as well. But you get the feeling that meant an awful lot to him after everything that's gone on this year.
Well, the fans have said they'd sooner swap it, a Champions League position with a trophy, and they've almost got their wish this season, so they have to be behind the manager. He's had so much criticism. He's done unbelievable. It's crocodile skin he has. He doesn't feel that pressure. Of course he does, he's human, but he comes back fighting, and he'd be very proud of his team today. He's dignified and he's controlled in his celebrations, and that's going to be a big week next week, that boardroom meeting to decide Arsene Wenger's future.
Yeah, the word from Arsenal is that the result today, whether it had gone the right way or the wrong way for the club, wouldn't influence that decision.
Well, I think those fans behind that half of the pitch there, the Arsenal fans, have shown what they feel about it, the majority of the fans. And I think it was a massive decision, a massive result for them. And the way they played, more importantly, the way they played, they were motivated. Every single player out there was playing for the manager, was playing for the club. And they put in a real stint, and Rio touched on it. It's about the consistency next year. The only problem is, if he does stay, if they win the first 7 games, that's great. But as soon as they lose 1 or 2, and if that split starts again, there's a problem for Arsenal.
Well, he's on his way up those steps now, even at the age of 67. He's been with Arsenal since 1996, and those players who gave so much in the cause, well, I should think they could climb a mountain the way they're feeling now.
It was interesting, Arsene Wenger seemed to get lost there, and he's been up those stairs more times than anybody else, and I'm absolutely delighted for him, because to work with him is an absolute pleasure. I've been disappointed myself with what's happened, but he set the standard. You know, they won lots of trophies to begin with, and he keeps winning them. And in this competition, 7 times a winner from a man who's come from abroad, picked up the feeling and the history of this tournament better than anyone else before him.
So it's quite a scene here. The presentation will be made by His Royal Highness the Duke of Cambridge, with Greg Clark. Got through it and ended up on the winning side.
It was incredible, wasn't he? He was, you know, those facts you just said, 37 minutes. There was a question mark about how he was going to cope, but my word, he was excellent.
The Mertesacker final, that's what they'd be calling it. It's a miracle what he's done today.
You've already christened it that. In a moment, as the club captain, he will lift that trophy. He must have given up on this season, did that. In a moment, as the club captain, he will lift that trophy. He must have given up on this season with the injuries. There's Laurent Koscielny there, suspended for the final. Very tough on him after that, well, pretty rash challenge last week with a heavy punishment. He's going to let Koscielny lift it as well. It's glory for the Gunners. Finishing out of the top 4 for the first time in 20 years, below big rival Spurs, but I'm sure the Arsenal fans will, in that little bragging rights argument, say, well, we did win 1 trophy. Great performance from them today. Whatever the debate is about Arsene Wenger, he conjured up something quite extraordinary from his team today.
It does, and you're looking at Ozil there and Sanchez, and you wonder, and Arsene himself, does this end now? Do they build on this? I'm sure Ozil came to the club wanting to win trophies, maybe a bigger one than this, but for me, the reason I come into the game was because of the FA Cup, but they've done magnificently well today. That's all you can say on that one.
And if it is the end for Arsene Wenger at Arsenal, what a way to go.
There's no better way for him to go. You know, I worked with him at Monaco. He was my manager. I know him as a friend, and he's done an unbelievable job for Arsenal Football Club. And if he stays, I think this is ended this season on a high. But, you know, if he wants to step out of it and go, what a way to go. Unbelievable.
It's party time for Arsenal. Season where there have been so many crowns around the Emirates, fans warring at one another, but unity today, and a Unity which produced a sparkling display. It just looked like